Hello everyone, Glider here, playing some Oxygen Not Included in the Rustic Dreamland. We're prepping our base this time around. Not our base, our rocketry stuff. We're getting a launch area built up. Words are hard. So this miner has mined out everything that it's able. So we're going to start by just getting rid of him. And we're going to figure out where we're going to put the next miner. So we probably don't need the miner to mine that little bit right there. So we'll take care of that with our dupes. Probably bring the miner over here somewhere. So it's here under shipping. We need one spot to put down, some floor for it. So then we'll probably dig out that much. There's the floor it sits on. And then it's going to need power. And then it's never going to be able to dig this layer, so we're going to get rid of that layer. It is unreachable there, so we're going to have to go up a little higher so that they can stand on top here. I think I just heard printables. Yep, there's some printables. Take some fried mushrooms. Alright, so that's what we've got going on over here. Up here, we still have a broken telescope because of heat. So we need to take care of the heat issue. We've already filled up all the storage we built, so we're going to build a little bit more storage. You know, instead of building them out of sedimentary rock, we can just build them out of mafic rock, which we have sitting in a storage bin right next to them. Come over here, we find mafic rock. I think we need to dig our stuff down a little bit. Might be premature since there's a storm coming in. We'll see. Everything else is looking fine. Would prefer not to have the polymer press flooded, but oh man, we're just flooding this whole area. And we have 6 tons of plastic again, so I think we can just kind of shut that stuff down for now. We might just break a few tiles right there to drain that. I haven't made any decisions about that. I think until we use our 6 tons of plastic, we'll probably be fine. Okay, so we have all this extra bottled oil that we're not going to use for right now anyway. All the way up here. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Body temperature. I guess this water that fell down here is affecting heat exchange. So, how are we going to do that then? Temperatures down here are pretty spicy. So, let's start peeling some layers off here and see what happens with the heat. That'll allow this hotter stuff up in here, so hopefully that'll work out okay. It's pretty warm. Should be good. Yeah, and these can go up to 85, so I think this should be a fine plan. But they're gonna have to dig some of this stuff up here. The water's not really heating up as much as we might expect. This area is actually just not quite as hot as it used to be. We're not running the coal generators as much because we're running... Why are they all damaged? Anytime I ever look, I see nothing but the proper gases. And these guys aren't hitting 100 plus degrees, so I don't know why they're taking damage, but life will go on. Anyway, we were heading up this way to check in on this system. So what's going on here? This is shut off. Probably because we never set anything. It's below 40. And this needs to be chosen for crude oil. Okay. So our system is running now. I'm just trying to figure out how much crude oil we have in this system. So inside of it right now we've got 800 and 400. So we have a pretty good little supply. So I think we'll go ahead and deconstruct that, make it a closed system. And then we've already disabled that. Things are pretty hot, but they cool off pretty darn quick. The biome in general is only negative 28, so we shouldn't ever hit a point where we're hitting negative 40. Alright, so we've got our extra steel manufacturing going. So we're going to need tons of steel for our plans over here. This feller's up and running. I'm going to go ahead and prep the next one. So I'm going to put that there because that spot's not going to be mined. So when we install this one, we can put it right here. That's kind of a fun deal to watch. Got those things built up here. Okay. So now hopefully they'll come back up here and sweep some more. This filler's only running at 70% quality. So let's mine that out and find out where it goes up to. Okay, we mined that out, and now it's at 100% quality. So we just need to kind of make sure that spot stays clear, and probably like this line with the ladders. Like something like that, I would guess, is kind of the path it takes. I'm going to set those a priority 1 so nobody tries to build them. But they do anyway. So I'll just pre-disable. Had them set at 1. Whatever. So I would imagine that's kind of the line we have to take. And then like this one here, it kind of probably comes up this route. Temperatures up here are still pretty spicy. This is at 210, which is well below its overheat point, but we still have all this hot stuff up here by it, so I just want all this to be gone. Look at that, we've already filled up 2 more of those, so I guess I'm going to build a few more. There's a lot more stuff up there than we kind of realized, I think. Alright, that one's done mining, so we'll come up here and connect him into the power supply. Get rid of this fella. I'm not going to get rid of the underlying structure here because we are going to need gantries and things, and we'll need a power line up there anyway. So as soon as he starts, he'll start doing all of that. So I'll start prepping the next one. I think we'll go right there with him. I'll let them build it first. And I'll run the power line over. Oops. Didn't quite mean to do it like that. I just wanted to cancel the power so it didn't start mining. I just don't want to overload the system, you know. And of course, they can't do that line on the same... Oh wait, this one actually can. Stop. They do zip along pretty quick, these little auto miners. I'm pretty sure I've got pufflet egg set to always crack, but we'll check that later. So this is coming along pretty good. We have enough steel that we can start building our first rocket, I'd say. So we start with the steam engine right here. And then I'm pretty sure it doesn't let you blueprint all you want. Yeah, no. You have to build a piece and then build a piece. We're going to put like 5 of these research modules on there to really get research going. That should allow us to research or get to the first 2 tiers of celestial bodies. And then we'll maybe have to make it smaller after that. The scanner got entombed, but because we have this auto miner going, it's going to take care of that for us. Scan quality 100%. We don't need to dig that one out because it's below that theoretical line there. Now, stuff over here is pretty hot, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of a little bit of this. We've cleaned up a lot. The telescope's currently at 285. So, what we've set up here is just not quite good enough to keep the heat at bay. So what can we do for that? I think we just need to dig out more stuff. So, see, right now we've got just a little bit of room left. So I think we can handle one more robo miner. Where do we want to put the robo miner, though, is the question. Okay, so after they dig this stuff out, we're gonna go ahead and deconstruct this ladder. I don't think I want it. Put down a couple more bunker tiles. Can't remember ever actually overheating one of these that was made of steel. It's kind of crazy. Like, this is really common. Like, I'll forget and build it out of gold amalgam, and then I can't figure out, why does it keep overheating? I guess we'll just put it right here. So then I think we should move this one over too. And put it right there. The really, really fresh stuff is the hottest stuff. Okay, we just about have stuff back. Oh, I didn't quite get the overlap I wanted, so there'll be the 2 spots right here. Oh well. It's like I could drop. They haven't built this yet. Okay, so I have to break this ladder here to do this. Oh, they repaired that, even though I had it at super low priority. Eeh. Yeah, they already have something chosen. So it's still too hot. And it broke again. We're going to disable auto repair for the moment. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to break that one too. Okay, so a robo miner needs to go right here. Perfect, okay. And then we need the bunker tile to protect it. And we need some power to power it. I am now a little worried about rockets coming in from the side. Might have to like put a little bit more bunker tile like right around it as an L shape. Not sure. Right now we have 100% quality. We'll see what happens when we build this. If it goes down below 80%, we're going to drop it down one more. Because I think it can go down one further. If these are full again. Lots of material falling out of space, folks. Lots of material. I think they'd be hotter. Oh, the Regoloth is cooling down pretty rapidly. It's kind of annoying. I want the super hot stuff. Probably because it's in a vacuum. Okay, I've got this stuff going now. Alright, we're getting it picked up. Telescope's still at 285 degrees. How strange. We'll let this system go at it for a minute. Well, he's almost done over here. I want to tell him to sweep up the rest of this stuff. Come on, can you break this one tile over here? Apparently not. Pfft. Yeah, after I tell you guys to sweep, then you do it. So the scanner's at 312 degrees? Oh, yeah, we totally messed up the scan quality here. Look at that, only 57%. So we're gonna have to break this stuff. Bring the bunker tiles down. And then hopefully it can work just a little lower. Yep, it still can do it. Okay, so we'll let stuff go over here. Over here, this robo miner's all done. So we'll deconstruct those two things. I think we'll just put it on the opposite side. Oh, water. Oh, this is the edge, so we really don't need to worry about that. Okay, so they built that part. So now we can build that on top. We'll just keep doing that for a while. What to do, what to do. I'm gonna deconstruct it. Almost filled it up again? Goodness gracious. Lots of stuff to up there. Just so much stuff. Okay, so they deconstructed that. So now let's go into stations and rebuild it. Without so much hot stuff, I think it should be fine. Alright, so, a little cheaty. Break it and rebuild it, and it's all of a sudden way cooler. Scanner quality is still 57% with that right there. So that's annoying. So with our theory, you know, it probably needs to move over 1, and we just can't do the optimal placement for it. Life will go on, though. Let's have this one little spot we have to occasionally dig out. So it got broken, though. It has an 82% visibility. If we put some bunker tile here to protect things, let's see what happens to its visibility. Okay, we didn't affect visibility on that one, but now we have a little bit of protection from things coming in over here. Oh, we built that out of gold and it's overheating. Did the same thing with this one. Yikes. Okay, back over here. So we need some steam production over here now. Alrighty. Not really sure how tall this has to be, so I'm not going to plant anything at the top yet. The abyssalite and massive amounts of regoloth and mafic rock and stuff will protect us from meteors for the time being. Okay, they finished that analysis. We've got another organic mass with pretty good tiers here. The gassy moos, slime, polluted oxygen, algae, carbon dioxide. So nothing really different than the last organic mass we had found. And we're only have 6 things left to research. We're just speeding along at that. What's happening in base here? Temperature-wise, things are getting really warm. We're storing some stuff in here that But I guess we shouldn't. So this area is keeping a nice cool. We have that radiator system going. We can run a radiator system in this space too if we want. Although we really shouldn't have to. So what are we storing in here that's so darned hot? It's just a bunch of... Okay, they're storing mafic rock. Okay, so we need to get rid of that. That mafic rock is just way too hot. So that was a raw mineral. Mafic rock. What about filtration medium? No, no regolith. Okay. So we're going to get this stuff out of our base. And that should help a bit with the temperatures. What is going on inside our base? Did you see that weird black stuff? Oh, I bet it's crude oil from those slicksters. Yippers. Slicksters, I think, take in CO2 and release crude oil. So, got a little crude oil in the base. Okay. Down here, we have some steel production. So it's doing its thing. Still pretty hot over here. Got our stuff coming in at 157. And it's having a little trouble getting down to the 50-degree threshold we set. So I think I'll go ahead and bump this up to 60. It's all pretty arbitrary. Like, I'm just trying to keep the machine from getting too hot. So, like, 60-degree stuff versus, 50-degree stuff isn't going to hurt this machine. It's just when you keep letting it get hotter and hotter and hotter, that heat doesn't go anywhere. It just keeps getting hotter and hotter, and then you can have the machine explode. I've only ever seen that happen with water, but I'm sure if you let the system go unchecked without cooling it, the coolant at all, that it could potentially happen with oil too. Okay, so at 60 degrees, things seem to be working well. So we'll let that go for a while and see how it goes. Things are going fine down here, but we've run out of... We're not using petroleum, so we're not creating petroleum. So I guess I will build another row of storage. Probably be smarter just to build a tank and store it in a tank, though. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that, actually. It's going to be kind of ridiculous, because I'm going to pipe it all the way to the top of the base, but that's what I'm going to do. So I think I'll put it right over here. That's going to get pretty hot, so I think I'm going to put a layer of insulation here. Actually, the petroleum itself will be pretty hot, so... I think we're just going to employ robo-miners again, because they're nice and quick and efficient. So, if we put a robo-miner right here, we can get... Well, we can actually go one lower, because we're already going to dig out that layer. So right here is where I'll put the robo-miner. Build a little bit of scaffolding for these guys. Jiminy Christmas. Here's some derpy for ya. Guess we'll just extend this all the way over. Okay. We will need the standard accoutrements. Whenever you're building a tank, you want to get the tank ready to be having its stuff pumped back out when you are ready for it. There we go. Hey, we passed cycle 500. Congrats, everyone. We did 500 cycles. Yay! Oh, perfect timing. So what temperature are you at? It's staying at 45, so now that we've cleared out the regolith, it seems like it can handle things a little better. We have a dusty dwarf planet. This one has regolith, mafic rock, sedimentary rock, and a couple mystery resources, and then some nice high-tier stuff. And look at that. This is the first time I've noticed that it didn't go 25, 15, 10. It went 15, 25. So you can definitely have a pretty solid shot at getting a tier 4 there. Yeah, it looks like it's the first time that's happened. So that's cool. So this is where you can get some better artifacts with a higher probability. Things are working over here pretty well. Filling up some water. So I'm going to go ahead and enclose this now. It's not going to fill up terribly fast, but I'd rather just have it enclosed so I don't forget and then start flooding things. Oh, they can't really reach it. I have to put ladders occasionally so they can reach the rocketry stuff we're building. Lots of jobs have been mastered, so I suppose we can pop into the jobs menu. Okay, that's everybody, but now that's everybody but our astronauts. Oh, the cross training, so much fun. All right, everybody's got new jobs. Oh, they can't get in there because that little spot right there of sand. They probably can't reach this stuff either because of that stuff. We're going to want them to come in here and mop stuff up as they are able. I find it interesting that this one is surrounded by regolith and stuff and is staying at 51 degrees, but the other one we built got really hot, like the telescope. There's a little something happening that I don't quite fully understand. Okay, so we had 100% there, so that's good. I think they're all on break. Stress is fine. Immune systems are fine. Things are going pretty darn good, folks. Pretty darn good. We aren't overwhelming this cold biome. Somehow we aren't flooding this either, so everything's looking fine. Okay, opening this stuff up has helped with body temperatures. So, yep, all this much hotter stuff is flowing up now and kind of intermingling. So that's working well. What other quandaries do we have going on in our map right now? Trying to empty pipes? Oh yeah, we did ask him to empty those pipes. I remember that. Once upon a time. Whatever. We'll get rid of it. Okay, now that it's been entombed, it has heated up very quickly. So it didn't get above 275 this time, but I'm still going to sweep that stuff up, so hopefully it stays that way. Okay, they got that one built now. Put another module up there. I don't want to run this through my base like we did with the wires. I want it to go above. Okay, so that's a petroleum line. We will need some bridges. Okay. We will cancel that one right there. That way we don't actually complete the petroleum line and end up flooding petroleum out. That would be bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should all be able to be built. We'll end up rebuilding most of that. Ooh, that looks like a gas planet. Nope, it's a terrestrial planet. A planet with a walkable surface, though it does not possess the resources to sustain long-term life. And this other dwarf was a loosely held together composite of minerals. So this has water, algae, oxygen, and dirt. Yeah, pretty much all those things that you'd like to have for life. A couple questionable things. You can get fry eggs and blossom seeds. And another tier 4 25%er. So another great spot to go for a better chance at a higher tier artifact. Now we're going to go in on this one. Polluted oxygen, I think, is done getting in there now. It's now high enough and other oxygen is gone enough that I don't think we're going to have to worry about it anymore. Auto miner's getting his sturf done. You look stuck. There you go. Now you're freed. Okay, auto miner's done with its work. So now we're going to take auto miner over here. Auto miner is going to go right there. And then these guys can come over here and mine stuff. Yep, right there. We need all that stuff going. Oh, we're right at that too hot spot. It's right on the edge. Okay, even with this stuff up here, it still has its 82%, so I'm not going to worry about mining that out. we have basically created a situation where they might be able to start going back and forth from different sides of the base. So I'm going to keep an eye down here, make sure they get the stuff built real quick, and then build walls in place to hold things. Okay, now they definitely can't get back and forth. Now we're just going to build some of this back in to make sure that the heat doesn't get out of control. So it says Jean can't reach food. Oh no! We had that thing happen again. It's probably why Jean can't reach food. I don't think there's any way back down into the base with that happening. Jean is now starving. Okay, so fixing this problem. Okay, we're going to deconstruct that one. We're going to dig that. Okay, we need to reconnect this tube. That's a 9. How much longer till you starve to death, Jean? What do we got? You have 756 calories. I think we can save you. I think we can do it. Okay, now build it. Now get the heck out of here. Yay. So we're going to destroy that. We're going to build a bunker tile there so we can't flood this ladder, and they'll just have to go around. That's probably just like super overkill, but it's fine. Okay, things look good there. Okay, they broke that, so now we can put in our bunker tile. Just gonna preemptively disable auto repair on that one. Can't quite tell if that's auto dig, but if it's not, they'll be able to walk on top of it anyway. It's overheating again. Shoot. Do what you gotta do, right? Very hot down here still. But the plastic tubes themselves are not hitting their melting point because they're not like entombed in the heat, so that's good. Okay, so that's all reconstructed. Alright, well, I think that was a pretty productive video. Thanks for joining us on Glider Gaming. We are having a lot of fun with the Rustic Dreamland, trying to get as much stuff done before the update happens as possible in case the colony collapses or falls into a black hole, as the pop-up would say. If you're enjoying it as well, please like, comment, subscribe, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.